Hello, it's Lord Harrower. I am streaming another day, it's a second day in a row of uh, game creation here with Unity and C Sharp. We did this stuff yesterday, and I actually wanted to start on this larger screen here, so I would get a better thumbnail for YouTube videos. Because man, I am too lazy to create my own thumbnail every goddamn video. Just fuck that, waste of time. Anyways, we got the hero list working. Which shows the heroes in this province. This province, no heroes, so those are turned off. And then we have the army list in this province, which is we have an army right here. I was actually curious. We didn't test it last time, so we'll test it this time. Let's speed up. Well, I guess we can wait 20 seconds. We'll see if this actually shows. It does. So it already worked. Our code already works with the army list, depending on. Yeah. So it's if we move the army, it's shown there too. I'm curious what's going to happen if we move it to a place where we don't own. Oh, it still shows it, which is actually kind of how we want it. We want it to show adjacent. I bet you though, if we move it to here though, it's not. It's still gonna yeah, it's still gonna show it. We want it to show armies and adjacent one, but I guess this is our army, so it doesn't matter. This thing will move all the way over there, which is what we don't. We'll fix that later though. Right now we just need the very basics. Anyways, today what are we doing? Today we're gonna set up a population for each county. And what we'll do with that population is nothing today, but eventually we'll use that population to create our army, and we'll use that population to create heroes. You're always going to have a leader. You can't do anything without a leader. And if like we'll do some sort of inheritance system, like if your guy dies so that'll be part of research too. If your guy dies, then um, he'll go to someone else. But if all of your leaders die, that's the end of you for this game, and that will be the kind of the points. So we're gonna make this multiplayer. I don't know if I mentioned that. I think I did, which is gonna be a huge pain in the ass. But we're gonna make this multiplayer for up to 10 players. And so that's what we got to keep in mind. And each player will start on a capital. So that's why we're gonna when we make these populations today, the capitals will have the same will start out the same because we want and the other counties will start out with a random amount of people in them. And we're going to only start. So one of the things I've always wanted to do in any 4X game is to know about every single person, to be able to look at every single person who lives there. I don't know why. I just want to be able to look at the data. So we're going to do that, and we're going to hope it doesn't. We should make this thing go and match up with this. Whatever. Doesn't matter right now. But we want to look at all of the population in there just for fun. And I think eventually it's going to grind our game to a halt. But we're going to try that at the beginning, which is why we're going to start with so low a population. Capitals are going to start with 10 people plus the leader, and these ones are going to start with like 3 to 8 or something, 5 to 8, 3 to 8, 5 to 8. 3 to 8. I don't know. We'll decide that as we go. I had this all planned out in my mind, and then right before I started streaming, I was like, wait, there's another way we can do this that I think is going to be lazier. So I'm going to stop this, and I'm going to change this because on the game you can set it to maximize or focus. And we're going to do focus so that we can see the console here, which we have a lot of stuff going on in the console that probably we can turn off. Some of these we can just comment them out like this one. I use that for testing, that's how you do testing. So first things first though, let's look at what this idea is. I made this a little bigger. I think that might be easier to see when you're looking at the video. So currently we have this is a dictionary, which is the counties. This is created and it's actually just initializing here. We have a list for heroes that's initializing here. We have a list for armies that is initializing here, and then the counties are being set. This is for the dictionary county, whatever this is. This is Cowlitz, I think. I wish this would tell you. I wish it would populate this for you, but I think this is Cowlitz. This is Portland. This is Tillamook or something. So this is gonna create all those, and so we could create another dictionary, which is kind of so for the population is going to be So the population will be like county population, and then we could create it for Portland or Oregon or Cowlitz, Washington. So it would be Cowlitz, Washington, and then we're gonna have this, but we're gonna have like a, you know, zero. I've got to think how we want to do this. So originally I was thinking we would initialize everything in a script that was attached to each county would have a script attached to it, kind of like we have this county spawn and the select. Uh, but now I'm like rethinking that. What does county spawn look like? It just gives them a component. And I literally had this all thought out, and then right, like I was about to hit this the hotkey I have for streaming, and I was like, wait, we don't want this. We want this accessible uh, by every script. Yeah, all scripts should be able to access this list because we don't know what's going to happen to these populations in the future. I was thinking that maybe we wanted a private one, and maybe we'll start it as a private one because private's better. That's what you got to remember. Private's always better. We don't want this shit getting, you know, influence. But then we probably want a list. Man, uh, we want a list that because we're gonna have like a, you know, each list there'll be like 10 people to start with. 10. This is 5, but 10. Two of these people. But we could do a dictionary as well. One thing I was curious about, which we can test right here. Let's pretend we're gonna make a list for hero, and can we put this as an array? It seems like it wouldn't let me do that, but let's pretend like we're going to do this new. What does this say? Like, hey, you can't use array. Yeah, well, you can't use an array here. So that idea is not going to work. So I think what we're going to do, so we can't make it a list with that name. We can make it a list. So these are numbered in my head. They start at the top. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I believe this is 6. Why can't I click on this? Wrong thing. Oh, what are we looking at here? Umatilma. These are numbered somewhere, and we can look. Actually, do we number them here? They're right here. So they are numbered, and they equal the same as this. So we want to keep track of this shit in an easy way because it's hard to like convert the programming to human speak sometimes. So I guess we can't do a list with a name. We could do list 1 though. We could do list 2 of the people in there. So let's go back to here. So let's go small steps first. The first thing we're going to use a public class, and this is going to be called. I want a script. This is going to be called county population. Yep. And then we will pop this puppy open here. We don't need this stuff. We don't need this. We don't need this. We don't need you either. And we're just going to first put in here a public string. First name. And then I guess we'll do 2 of these. String last name. I forgot we were going to do this. I was going to look something up about first and last name. I can't remember how to do something in Excel that we're going to do later. So we got a public string, first name, last name. That's all we need for this right now. But now we got to decide how we're going to do this. I think we are going to do it in world map load. But how? Do we have an array? We do. We have an array that we know that. So let's look at this array. Can we get a count of this? I assume we can get a count of this. It's going to tell us that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. I don't know why I'm counting that. We know that over here. We know that there's 7. I'm still, man, I had this, like I said, I had it all planned out, one little script on each thing, but then I was like, wait, we need to access it anyways. And then there's also this issue that if you have a script on all of those and you hit start, and let's say it's got to calculate a bunch of information, it might grind the game to a halt when we start, which we don't want to do. We don't want any grind to happen. Uh, it's weird that I got to look at Twitch and make sure that I'm actually streaming because for some reason it's not showing. It's not showing on my thing that I am. No, I am. It's like always something. Oh, I guess I'll start some music too. I was having a hard time picking the music I wanted to listen to today. I don't want to listen to anything, but at the same time I do. Uh, so I should have thought about this. I should have not started streaming. I should have been like, so this would be counties this. We got one. And then counties this. We got. How are we going to access this list? We're going to do it with counties array 0 is this. Man, it's like my brain doesn't even work suddenly. Maybe, oh, we got a typo here. Maybe it's 2 days of streaming this in a row. I should have, so I was thinking about other stuff. I was all excited about something of other stuff here. Since I made this a little bigger, we can't see this whole thing. County center game object. So that's fine. It's like I'm thrown off, but let's do this. Let's make it, it is gonna, let's, no, because it's gonna be a dictionary list is what it's gonna be, not a dictionary. Yeah, and that's originally what I had this as, and then someone in chat mentioned that like there was a better way to do it, which is the way I did it. So that is the better way to do it is this way. No, it's going to be a dictionary list. That's what this is going to be. So like instead of, so we're going to create heroes list, we're going to create army list, we're going to create the county list. So after this, we're going to initialize county population dictionary lists because there's going to be a new list for every thing, which actually I think, do we have to put this up here? Because we can't put a fucking oh wait, can we put a for statement in here? No, you can't put a for statement up there because we need to do this for each one of these basically. Maybe we can. Let's pretend. Where can I copy and paste the for statement? Here's one. Let's pretend we're gonna. This is whoops. Let's pretend we're gonna put this right here. No, you can't put a for statement up there. Can we put this up here? Put this down here? We can, but it's only going to be available in Awake. It's just mad because we already have one of these. Let's say we did this just to double check. I think I know how stuff works, but I like to double check everything. Yeah, oh no, we can't. What's your problem with this? It already contains a definition for counties too. It does not. What's your problem down here now? I don't think we can do public static. Let's just go backwards. Man, so we could just do this, but we'd have this giant list of initializations of every of every county, which I really don't want to like this thing. Oh, that's what its problem was, is I had that up there too. Wonder why it expects. Really? Why does it expect that? I don't know. Generally I know what I'm doing for that. At least that little part. We don't need this here. I don't really want to have a big list of initialized stuff. I was hoping to do it with a for statement. Um, but that's only going to be available in this awake thing. So I guess we're going to have to do that. What a shitty. So now I'm thinking back to my own having this. So making a script that appears in each. Let's do that then. Let's make a script that in county spawn. Let's put it in there. Maybe that was my original thought process. Where did we have county spawn? Here it is. Let's put it in here. We're going to call. Um, can we have it? This is gonna be so easy. Public static dic- dictionary. Uh, what does it look like? I always got it. I can't. I should stop saying this. It's just obvious at this point. We need it to look like this. I can never remember anything. Spawn. I guess I could have just copied this over. String, comma, county population, and we're going to call it. Uh, wait, we still need to look at this. We're gonna call it counties population, and then we're gonna get rid of this thing because we don't need to look at it anymore. So that is going to initialize this thing called counties population, but then what is it going to be called? So on awake, we're going to have it say population. How did that look? Wrong one. We're going to have it go. I don't. Well, this has a space in it, and it didn't croak out. Uh, this dot name. Whoops. We can just put name in here, I think. Then, Jesus Christ, I should have just copied one of these over. Then it's going to go equal new county. No, this isn't going to work how I thought. Because this is a list. Where did I have a list? I changed this, and now I can't remember how to do it. I used to have a list, so we wanted this to be a list in here. Good God, I knew I was gonna have to pull up another one of these, but I didn't. Oh, I didn't have them on this list anymore. Does this have it? No, this doesn't have a dictionary list. Let me look through it the old school way. Uh, I moved around a bunch of my files the other day. For some reason, my C drive is constantly shrinking, and constantly, I'm filling it up, not shrinking. What the fuck am I looking for here? RPG helper, that will get us there. Colts. Colts has a bunch of dictionary lists in it. Assets. Dictionary lists. I guess I could also Google it. Um, No, Portland, I think is what it's called. No, I clicked the, no, not the meta files. Portland. Is it the, I was slowly been stripping out these controller. See, I put notes with the tutorials and stuff. I've been slowly, yeah, I stripped everything out of this controller. I used to have like everything in that one uh, script, and I slowly was finding better ways to do it. That's like a uh, skill checks. Good God, I'll just Google it. Uh, C# dictionary list with a string of values. Oh, I don't want this whole thing. The fuck is this? Dictionary list string. Oh, so I have this wrong. So that needs to be that. He's got two of these little things. I guess hitting end wasn't that useful. Counties, populations, that looks right. Equals dictionary string. Do we need this to be here? My dictionary, new key. I have a dictionary where my value is a list. When I add keys, if the keys exist, I want to add another value to the list. Okay, no, this is, he's got part of what I need. With code examples. What the fuck is going on here? Void main string args? Fuck you. Look at this. Fuck your code. And this is the top thing. I wish you could like downvote shit on Google. Google has not been as good as it used to. List dictionary? No, I want a dictionary list. Dictionary with the. How do I create a list of dictionaries? I remember doing this before. Where I'm going back to here, where I couldn't find dictionary lists, but I could find list of dictionaries all over the place until I finally figured it out. Another thing. I don't think this will have it. What do we got here? We're gonna see. This is before I knew what an array was. Look at that. So this is an example of when I learned something. I just had to manually put that in that shit in here. This is just a list, though. I want a dictionary list, man. Same thing. I didn't know how to do an array here. What the fuck is this shit, though? This isn't necessary, but I still like to. I like that it says I get confused easily. We're just gonna go through every. We don't need that. Player info box. We're gonna actually use some of this code later when we create a. When we create. I haven't looked at this code in a long time. What the fuck is this? Canvas Group Alpha. Oh, that's for the hover pop-ups. Multiple token panel. No. UI game settings. Maybe. Maybe. Nope. Generic. What am I looking at here? Skill checks. Maybe. I don't know where I had. I'm surprised I didn't have any in. Oh, here's one. Here's one. Here we go. I must have been looking at the wrong scene when I was looking at the other one. Okay, here we go. It's a string. Areas. All right, let me tear this out of here and we'll copy over what we need from. I knew I used this somewhere. So back to what this can get out of here. It's a different game. County population, country spawn, or county spawn. Yes. So we're gonna start. What do we have this here? This is areas we can do new. So then if we go down to here, God, this has like a bazillion fucking things in it. It's got like. So we need this to say equals new list county population. And then on this one, I put this bit, get the fuck out of here. On this one, I made it like this because there was so much, and this is going to be where the for statement comes in, right? Good God, my brain. Okay, so each county's population is going to, so in here, we're going to have, Portland, Oregon. And then it's going to be a new list, which is what we want. So this is actually my other code. This code's wrong. I was trying to bring this up so I could look at chat just in case someone decided to chat. So this is actually wrong. We didn't need to, in this other thing, and this is what the guy told me and showed me in a chat like I don't know a while ago. This is wrong. I only need this to be a class. It doesn't need to be a list. So luckily it's wrong because now we want this a for loop to generate a new whatever with all these different things. So this is when it's going to be a little bit tricky because I've never done this before. But we've been experiencing a bunch of new things. Every time I do anything, it's new. This is going to be a new list. And so we need a list because we need the population. And so how are we going to access the list? This is okay. So this is what it's going to be. This is how we're going to access the list. Later, it's going to be like counties, population. I just got to put this in my head so that I can, it's going to say Portland, Oregon. It's probably not going to actually, it's going to say Portland, Oregon, and then it's going to say 0, and it's going to be like first name. Boom, that's how that's going to work, except that it doesn't like this space. We probably want to get rid of, this is probably what we're going to want to do is break this into Portland is the name of the county, and then Oregon will be stored somewhere in the county, whatchamacallit. It works here because, I think it's working here. We've been using this for a long time. Let's just do that. Let's not do that. We just won't be able to manually type shit in here, but that's okay. I don't think we're ever going to need to manually type shit in. It's interesting that a space will work here, but it won't work here. But all right, I got to keep that in my mind. I'm going to comment this out because this is how it works. So this is going to be the first person in the first person who lives there is going to be 0, and then the next person will be, 1, etc., etc. So there's a couple of things we got to do for. Wonder why we had to put this in here. Doesn't matter. Okay, so we do need to access the select the county script to the same. Oh, I remember because select county scripts were getting all fucked up because they were public. All right, first thing we do need to adjust the county script though. Why you say? Because we need to know if it's capital or not. That's going to be the first thing we need to do here. So this is going to be a public bool. Is capital? 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 How the fuck do you spell capital? With an A? Capital. It's an A. Capital 1. Definition. It's right there. Capital. is the most important city or town of a region or country. Give me an A. Capital. Am I even spelling that right? It's so weird how like sometimes my brain just can't read like what things are. I don't know if I'm describing that correctly. Like I mentioned this in another chat, and someone's like, I said it looked they just look like squiggles and stuff after a while. And he's like, that's how it is for everyone. I was like, no, it's not. Because I don't think people have that like weird spelling and reading issue. So, anyways, the county capital should be here, and we're gonna say this is a new bool. Uh, new is capital, and we're gonna go down here, and is capital equals new is capital. And then it's going to tell us right here everything's busted, but that's okay because we want that to be busted. And Cowlitz actually is going to be a capital. That's how we're going to test this. And then Portland is also going to be a capital. And then all these guys are going to be no. The reason why we need to know if it's a capital or not is how many people we're creating in this county. Uh, so the population is going to be low because maybe I didn't mention this because this is a post-apocalyptic game where a plague has killed everyone. Uh, and so we're going to go for. Yesterday I was successful in writing my first for statement. How does for each work? Actually, we need to go through them all anyway, so it doesn't matter. Int I is equal to 0. Why are you giving me a little thing there, you motherfucker? We'll deal with that later. If I is less than, and this is where we need to know the count of that other dictionary list, which is, we needed to go through all of these. So we need this to go, oh no, we can do it with the array name dot count. Why does it have a little thing? Do I have to put this little thing there? Uh, arrays count name dot count. It's still mad at that, but maybe it's because this isn't done yet. I plus plus, and then we go to here. Okay, no, it's still mad. What is your problem here? Oh, we got two of these thing. Oh, maybe it's so that's supposed to. We need this at the end there. Can I not do this? A for loop in here? Let's just put a 5 here and see what happens. We can do that, but this is still upset. I think I'm missing a. I don't think I can do a for loop inside of this new list thing. That's not the end of the world though. We can just put that, we can take this for loop and put it up here. And then we can, what was this? I just fucked myself. Arrays dot name dot count. What is this gonna do? Yeah, it doesn't like having this arrays. Can I do a count of arrays? Oh, maybe it's like length or something. Yeah, it's length, it's not count. That's a different thing. I can't believe I just remembered that. Uh, there we go. Length, I think, is the length. let's double check here. Just get find array length I mean, I assume it's just giving me the number. Come on. Array length properties used to get the total number of elements in the dimensions of the array. Basically, the length of an array is the total number of elements that is which it contains. That's what we want. And you know what we'll do just to double check that we're doing this right is we'll put this in a debug log. Um, length name. And so the reason why we can use the name length is because it's the name. They have to start with a name, you know. They all need a name to start. They all, or it's not going to work. We got. I was like, "What now? What's our problem?" There we go. Jesus Christ. Now we got other issues in here. Get rid of this thing. KD, Control K, Control D. I use all the time to get. All right, so this is going to create a new list. I'm in deep thought there. This isn't going to work how I want. It's going to create a new list. See, I used to really be into manually putting shit in because I didn't know how to do all this other stuff. And we definitely can't, we cannot put manual stuff in. So this is going to create a new, actually, we don't need this here. This is not what we need because this is going to be in the counties. Jesus Christ, I'm just going in circles today. This is what I was thinking about. I was thinking about doing it this way when it was in the world load, which I guess we could. But it wouldn't be a dictionary then, the string. fucking lists and shit. I always struggle with creating my new like data sets, and then once I have they make sense once I get one going. But at the beginning, so I've never created this what I'm actually trying to do, which is a dictionary list. I think we need a list of all the people who live in this county. Is all we're trying to do, and we're going to generate the randomly generate their stats as the list is generated. Um, and it shouldn't be this hard for my brain to understand what we're doing here. So we can generate. We could do this in the world population, and then for each one, or in the world map load, um, because this is going to create the list. What is the name of the string though that we're assigning to it? We're just saying counties, population, and then this is going to generate a new list. We need something to be going on in here, but it didn't want me to put the for thing in here because in this list, um, I mean, the other way we can do it is like this, I think, and this doesn't need to be here. So that's going to, God damn it. Uh, Did I update my? I don't think I updated my. I was totally into my Twitch thing. I was looking. I went out of order. I have like a checklist that I do every day, and not every day. Every day before um before I stream, and I totally just. Oh no, I didn't. I never updated my. That's funny. I was like, fuck the list today, and there we go. We'll update that. Uh, I don't know why that just popped in my head because I'm struggling here today. Some days you're gonna struggle. Sometimes the bear gets you. I don't know. Okay, so let's think about this again. So we have a dictionary that is named. Uh, it's called County Populations Portland, and then 0 is going to be the first person's name, and then 1 is going to be the second person's name, and 2, 3, whatever. So this is going to create, and we could have this. We could put this actually in world load, and that way everyone's going to have access to what this is. Um, so let's go back and let's start back to there again. I am getting. I'm confusing myself. Let's go back to world load here. Because it's a dictionary list, it's okay. Initialize county population dictionary list. This is what I started. We're back to square one here. Then we go back to county spawn. We'll copy this shit out of here. We'll stick this in. Counties are added to the county dictionary, which is something else. And we might change this actually to a scriptable object. I don't know, maybe. We're assigning stuff here. Doesn't that seem like a duplicate of what we're doing here? No, it's something different. I wonder why we did this over here and not in the other spot. Let's not worry about it right now. This is bullshit from there down. So we can set generates county population list. But this can't be name anymore. This is gonna be maybe that's what I don't know. This is gonna be one or what not I. And then we need another one of these guys. Okay, so this is gonna for each array, which is the same as kind of thing we're doing here. We're gonna do a new list of county population. Don't we need this to be inside here? That seemed weird. I guess we just had an empty for thing going. Okay, so that's going to generate that. So after this is going to get this shit out of here. After this generates this new dictionary list, so we're going to be able to be like Portland, Oregon, and then it has this list where we'll put the 0, 1 in here. Now after that, we have to have another for statement that goes through and actually generates the population. So let's do that for how many times are we going to do that? Well, we're not going to know how many times we're going to do that until we we figure out. We're going to have to go, it's going to be a for statement first that checks to see if it's a capital, and then it generates a random number. Or no, so let's do that first. So if Oh, I gotta change this music. I was like, what the fuck is this? I was listening to Funeral Oration, which is a band I used to listen to when I was younger a lot. They only have one good album. We'll go back to X. We'll do that. Okay, so generate the county population. So this is gonna the county's population. That should probably be like an apostrophe. It should probably be like county's population. So let's actually go. Yeah, I know you're mad. I know. I know. No, counties. Actually, should we just say county population? Let's just go county population because it is the population of that one thing. Anyway, so the county population for Portland will have this list. So we don't know how many times though. How do we? I got to think this through because now we need to go through each one of these lists that's been generated in this last four statement. We needed to go through and generate the population. So, I need to put my chat back up here. Occasionally people do chat. But how many times? It's the same. It's the same number of times. So for each county, yeah, it's the same number of times. We actually could. We don't need. We actually don't need it to be the array length. We can just do the county's length. County's count. Just like the one above it. In fact, why don't we just put this right here? It's already going through them all. We'll just put a note on this and say, let's comment this out so we get less bugs right now. We'll just say that this is what this is doing. It's already going through this whole list. For the county counts, it's already doing that, and it's assigning this thing to there. This is going to be the same. Is that going to work that way, though? Let me look at my other one here. Oh yeah, I went through and updated this one. Arrays province name 1. Wonder why we didn't start at 0 on there. So when you create a dictionary, it's just like any string you just shove on in there creates a new one, huh? Where's this other dictionary we created? It's right here. And we called it counties. I mean, you're telling it it's a new one here. I guess that's how that works. It just seems weird that you would just be able to shove a name in there without telling it anything, but what the fuck do I know? So this is going to get game object for center of county and assign it to the correct county list. Let's move this thing down here since that's what it's doing here now. Let's say that this is going to be creates various county specific data. All right, so now we know. So this is going to go through the county count. It's going to create this thing. It's going to assign the center of the game object to the county. It's going to generate the county population list. And then here, so basically after that, we want it to do for each one of those, so after that's done, we want it to, we can stick another for statement in here, but I don't think we need to. First, we need to check if the county is, so it's going to go through and it's like, hey, what is this? Yeah, so we're going to go if counties arrays.name.I. You know, we use this a bunch of times, so let's stick this up here. Someone mentioned that this is less error prone, and so let's do that. This is going to be a string. Name equals error prone for a variety of reasons, typos and other things, but also just in case you accidentally do other dumb shit. So basically, let's do this and hope that this works the way that I hope that I understood what that person in chat was meaning. Okay, so we're gonna do name equals arrays dot name I. So this is going. We have it right up here. Well, the list isn't here, but this is cowlets. So this is going to go through, and the first time it's going to be like cowlets, this equals cowlets. So county cowlets, this thing, county population cowlets, we get a new list called that, and then we're going to go if the cowlets dot is capital is equal to true, then man, I get slow going, but sometimes I think this happened yesterday too. You got to get warmed up, I guess. If that equals true, we're not going to do a random amount. We're going to do, we're going to give them 10 people. I keep doing this too. 10 people, two fives. So how do we do that? We need to we'll have in here, we'll have an int called total population and equals 10. And it's telling, it has that green line because it says you haven't used this yet. And then for, we're gonna have another for statement in here. Man, I'm starting to roll here. I think we're getting, I'm laughing at myself. And then it's less than, if I is less than, get the fuck out of here, is less than total population, then what's up with you and your I issue over there? I plus plus. Then we're going to go, what is up with your I issue? Oh, we're already using this somewhere else. Fine. We'll call it B. No, we won't. We'll call it population index. Is that why that's called I? Is because it's an index number? I don't know. We'll just call it whatever. I actually really despise, you can probably tell if you've watched my stream ever, that I despise short names like this because I can never tell what they are and I can never search for them. What is this called? This is going to be a county. The fuck out of here. County index? Is that what the I stands for? I was just putting I because it told me to. Index. Oh, look at this one. This plus plus is after. What? Why is it in that order? Does it not matter? Did something tell me that I'm supposed to put it in the other order? I don't know. I should have just found. Because now we've fucked myself with a typo. The typo's gonna happen. Well, we don't have any eyes. Okay, so for index population, if it's less than total population, which we know is 10, it's going to do the population index, and it's going to go through after it's done. So for each one of these, we're going to generate a random name. Because currently in the county populate, what are we doing over here? Let's get rid of this. Currently in the county population, all we have is first and last name. So we're actually going to need a new array. And this is where I was talking about, I meant to look up how to do something in Excel because we're going to look for a list of North American names. We're going to get like 100 of them, 100 first and last names. I'm going to take a quick break though before we do that. Let me pause my music and throw up my break timer. Where the fuck is my break timer? Here it is. All right, I will be right back. Hmm. Excuse me, I coughed right into the goddamn microphone. Uh, what am I doing? Turning on my break timer. There's that thing where, like, if you get interrupted, it takes 15 minutes for you to get back the time you were stolen. Uh, After you were interrupted, we're going to list of North American first names. Look at this. Dakota? Okay, as a Native American, okay, that I was thinking not Native. Did I put Native American? No, North American. Look at this Google search. Uh, for top 100, Michael is the first one. Look at this shitty list, man. I found this other list the other day. Uh, that was just it was like this broken website, but I could go like this and just get the first names. Oh shit! But they have them sorted by sex. Um, I want a list where I don't have to manipulate a bunch of the data. This is only 25. 300 popular American. Okay, here we go. But if we do this, all right, here we go. We have a 1 in there, so we're going to have to delete that. We're going to have to do some Excel work here. to get this thing, and then we're going to turn it into an array of names. All right, so let's go to Excel because everyone loves Excel, right? There's my list of stuff. Oh, well, we're going to need, first off, to get rid of these numbers. Why are these all underlined? Because they're all links. What the fuck do I get out of that? I know how to get rid of this. That's why I opened up this Notepad. Notepad gives rid of formatting. Oh, okay. What? Paste. What? It normally it gets rid of formatting. Um, Paste special. Just the text, man. Just the text. Fuck off. Okay, there we go. Delete. We can delete all this stuff. We can then go to this, and we can go to data, text to columns. We're going to delimit it as fine. We're gonna do space, and then fuck you. Yeah. We're gonna go with this. We're going to go finished. We're gonna delete this one out of here, and we're gonna save this list somewhere. File, save as. None of that shit. We want it to go to we can get there from here. 2D Forex, assets, scripts. No, we don't. Oh, we do have a resources folder. Book 1, male first names. Just in case we want to add to this. Why do we have so many spaces in here? It's not the end of the world. I guess we're going to have to do male and female first names. Clarence. Hmm. It's kind of a bummer. I didn't want to do. I just didn't care right now. We don't want to put their sex in here, but I guess we could. I guess we'll do that. Yeah, we'll just do a new one of these. Actually, we don't need a new one of these. We can just use the same. We're just gonna copy and paste this shit. You're gonna fuck me again, aren't you? They're gonna fuck me. All right. Let's paste special. Just the text, please. Yep. Then we're going to data, text to columns. I use this all the time. All the time. Oh, you did it automatically. Thanks, buddy. You knew what we were doing. Then we're gonna do. We'll resave this. Well, we'll just rename it later. Then we'll get last names. And so I want a North American because it's probably not putting Mexico in here. Because Mexico is going to be in this Smith. Okay, we got a wicked. Hey, top 20, 30. We can't have everybody all. Oh, Guatemala. Wait, these are by country. That's a complete list of American last names. Top most common, 500 most common last names in the United States. Traditional. So that's the problem with this. We're so American centric in all this shit. A complete list of American last names. I guess we can do that. It's not. What is this? This doesn't help me at all. List. What happens if I put 100 at the beginning of this? Top 100 most common last names in the United States. I guess this will work. Is this going to get all of this other data? You fucking assholes. Um, there's, man, my last name's Cook. I'm surprised. Maybe it is on this list. There is a lot. There's 2.5 million. No, it's not letting me select this for some reason. Let's try this again. 2.5 million Smiths? Jesus Christ. I thought my name is bad. Is my name on this list? Let's copy this over to here. Did I close that? I guess I closed that. We will insert this here, cancel, paste, special. We just want the text. Yeah. The fuck? Can't use that shit. How does it look here? I'm not going to go through 100 names and fix all that shit. Is there a way? What is it? Control U to see this code where it's just a goddamn list of names? No. That doesn't help me. I didn't even look. Let's go back to this. I wonder if my name's on here. Cook. Oh, it is. There's 300,000 of us. Fuck it. Oh. Common last names in the United States. Is this okay? So this is a similar list from these same people. So can we turn this? Why do they have to make them into columns, man? What does it look like on here? It doesn't like that. What happens if we go like this and paste special, just text? That worked. Okay, so at least we only need 100 last names because their gender. What is this person? Their last name's nothing. We'll just stick a last name in here for fun. Haywire. All right, so now we have these lists without whatchamacallums, commas and or things in them. But actually, we want to put a comma behind all of them. So can we do that? Can we delete? Can we remove duplicates? I want to remove these spaces. 99 duplicates. Oh, we didn't get this space. Then we'll say, oh, what? Oh, Haywire there was 100, there was just an extra space there. We'll leave Haywire in there just for the fun of it. Then we need to, and this is what I was going to look up. I can't remember how to add like a thing after we need a comma after everyone because that's how arrays are set up. So if we look at our list here, you see how this has a comma. Oh shit, they need to have a quotes. Okay, so we need to add that too with each one. We may need to, in fact, let's save this again. File, well, it's already saved as male first name. So let's go back. We'll save, these are going to be some boring shit, actually. These are going to be some, Alan Hughes. I said cut, motherfucker. Delete. Stop it. Stop. I actually despise Excel. People, I'm an IT guy at my work, and people often call me up and say like, how do I do this in Excel? And this is a life hack. If you work in an office building, don't ask the IT guy Excel questions. Ask accounting. Accounting's gonna know this shit, man. They are going to know everything about Excel. I guess I said copy. Forward. Whatever. Copy. Paste. Good God, I did it again. Cut. Paste. Save as female. Because most likely, IT isn't using Excel as much as accounting is. All right, this is going to be last names. And there we go. Now we have this, all this shit saved somewhere. So let's start though with first names. Oh, we got that. Now we have to put. What a pain in our ass. Now we got to put another thing in county population. We're going to put bool is male. There's probably something sexist about that. Because why didn't I do is female? All right. So back to our arrays though. Where do we go? Where do we put my arrays thing? Oh, we haven't finished. We haven't finished with the first part. What are we on here? Last names. We need to put a quote on either side, and then a comma after that because we don't want to manually do that shit. How do we do that? Let's look it up. Excel add character end of each cell. What is this shit? There isn't some button I can push. Add the same text to a specific location of each cell in Excel. Add text. Before. Where's this button? This is an advertisement for some sort of. I fucking hate this. This is like I want help with this. I don't need an advertisement for this shit. This is some with add text utility of cool tools. How about you go fuck yourself? And I have ad blocker on, so I'm not supposed to be seeing ads. Okay, so we have to write a formula, a free office suite fully compatible with Microsoft. Why can I see this? I got my ad blocker on, motherfucker. It's time to duplicate this formula. Add text using and operator. You gotta be fucking kidding me, man. It will take me less time to type that shit in to figure out how that works. Add text or specific character to. Come on, you motherfucker. An easy way to add text to add a text string. Look at this bullshit down here. Excel sites are like the worst. There's some lady that I always find her website, and she's like the Excel master, and her shit is always good. Easy way to add text string to a cell is use an ampersand with the concatenation operator. Text plus cell. This will work through that. So give me an example. Project. So this person's equal concatenate. There's really no way just to say, hey, add a fucking thing on here. How to add characters in Excel. Flash fill. Okay, how did you do that? How did you do that? Blows me. Okay, so you did profession. Okay, this is that weird. They've been saying like, they're gonna put some sort of like basic AI in Excel. How did he do it? He went like this, and then he went flash fill. That's not an option. I'm not watching it correctly. Let's watch it again. So he has nothing. No, he has that guy selected. And did he drag that corner? I think he dragged that corner. Fun with Excel. All right, so you drag that. Look at but it puts the goddamn name, the same name. There's a way to do that though. It couldn't figure out. Wait, his figured it out, didn't it? His put the correct name, but at mine it was like, nah, with Smith, man. Uh, Easy way to add characters. An ampersand operator in to add characters in Excel. The ampersand, show me an example. Professor and B5. But I don't finally drag to select the cell containing the first name. Then press enter to see the results. Well, we know that that's A1 Smith. Finally drag to the then press enter to see the results. Oh, so I have to press enter 100 fucking times? Ampersand and B5, but we want it to happen. Then drag the handle fill. How about like one for people? It's probably because it's in quotes. I bet you. Let's go back to here. I bet you if this wasn't in quotes, it would know how to do this. Smith, comma. Oh, no, I'm wrong. Okay. What happens if I do Johnson? Because there's sometimes Johnson, comma, and then I go like this, and then I go like, wait, then I go like this. You know what I'm not doing though is the fill part. It's doing that automatically. The flash fill, it must be automatically on. God damn, where's an accountant when I need one? Flash fill to add characters. I don't know why I'm so resistant to those first things. Flash fill to add to the end of all data. How did he do this? I already clicked on it. At first, click on the first cell where you want the converted names to be, C5. Manually type in that. Press enter. We want this to be Smith, and I pressed enter. Click on C5 again, which is A1 for me. Then it said go to data, flash fill. We're looking at all the data next to your selection. Don't see a pattern for filling the values. To use flash fill, enter a couple of examples. All right. Johnson, comma. Oh, maybe it's because it's not adjacent. Would you let me copy that stuff, please? And then it said this, then it said flash fill. There we go. How much time did that take? We're going to save this, and then we're going to copy this, and then we're going to go back to our arrays here. So now we have an array, public static new string. We're going to need a public static new string first name equals. We got a problem here. I think we have an extra comma. No, there's commas behind all of them. It says we have an extra one of those, but I don't, do we? Why are you mad at this thing? The new keyword is not required. The member array does not hide an accessible member. The new keyword is not required. That one above it has new, motherfucker. This is a mono behavior. Array of county names. Array, new string. Why doesn't it like me? Equals. Public static. No, this needs to have new in front of it. Is this? No. Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is. It's that. Oh, it won't fix the data for me. Control K. Fuck you. I don't want to fix all these. That's 100 things there, buddy. Oh, you still don't like this, huh? The new keyword is not. Well, why wouldn't it give me shit about this? It does there. Because I want us to access it called array, to be like arrays dot name. I wonder if it's because it's a mono behavior? Now it doesn't like that one. Does not hide an accessible. The new keyword is not required. Now it doesn't like that. Okay, so we got some other issue. This one's behind that one. This goes to here. Now that still needs to be there. I was thinking maybe we don't want another one of those. I don't know how to make arrays. This thing still has an issue. New string. I definitely do not want to stick this. I can make it its own file, but I definitely do not want to stick this in world load. Like, just imagine having that big list of bullshit at the beginning. Public static string. I wonder why we have this one have new at the beginning. Hides inherited. What does this say to do? Oh, it wants the new there. I feel like this is the issue, but it's not. Invalid expression term. Where is it saying that? Is that? Oh, we have a bug over here. Let's get rid of that just temporarily. I want to see what other shit it's fucking with us. It thinks this is here, but it doesn't. What does this one say? It says just get rid of the new. Does not hide the new keyword is not required. Well, then why the fuck is it required up here? Why do you got second new? Let's call this something else just in case I don't new first, or am I missing like some sort of? No, I was thinking if I had like a typo, because that's happened in the past where I've like, I put private here and this is public. New population first. Let's just do that and see if it still wants. It still doesn't like that. All right, what am I missing? There's something I am missing. Why would this one need a new and this one not? And I don't want to go through here and put, can I copy this and paste it one thing over? No. So let's pretend it's just this so we can see the whole thing. Did I put the new in the wrong place? No. What the fuck? Does this, like, because this is new here, that does this somehow, like, change this thing? Or is this changing? I have no idea why this wants it this way. Like, literally no clue. And I don't know why also this won't do this the way I want. This should be here, not in its particular. Oh wait, we got an extra one of these. Um, this should actually be here. In this, okay, so there's something else I'm missing here. Maybe I can't make it called. Maybe I can't have this mono behavior. I've never tried this before. Um, yeah, it won't do that. Maybe I can't have this. Maybe I'm misunderstanding how this works. Maybe I'm misunderstanding how arrays work. Let's Google it. C# second array string in mono behavior. That's not how you spell behavior. Menu array and Go is extracting. Once you have initialized, didn't we already, am I missing? And did I initialize this somewhere else? What am I missing? There's something very, very basic that I'm missing. I can just put this in another script. But I mean, I guess it's not the end of the world to have first name. We'll just do that for now. Let's just do that for now. We'll figure out what the fuck I'm going on. We'll do this. We'll create a C# script called first name. First name. I have no idea. Why you open up over here? Get the fuck out of here. It just pops something up randomly. All right, let's do this. So first name, we don't have this here. We don't need this. We might actually need that. We're going to paste that in. We're going to go back to our arrays. I bet you I'm not understanding. I didn't understand how this works. Like maybe I only can have one of those, which that will be a bummer because then I would have to need, well, we're going to have like hundreds of these things. We'll cut that. Is this thing back to working? It seems like it is. Go back to here. We will paste this here. Was that it? Was it? No. We'll go. See the control D thing doesn't, control K, control D isn't working on this either. This also isn't telling us to do that. What, new doesn't go here. It goes new. Why would this be different? Okay. This is a whole new file. New. I'm like literally comparing this public class first name. I put it. Okay, so this one has like, it thinks it's using all these static collections and shit. This other one doesn't have that on. Get rid of this. It just has Unity Engine. Okay, so this should be public static new string this. That goes to there. There's commas at the end, all the way down to here, and it's including that. Are we missing a comma somewhere? Do we? No. It doesn't say there's anything wrong with this. New is fine, right? It won't let me make this pretty for some fucking reason. This actually should be... Uh, that's in the right spot, but it won't let me do that either. Oh no, this does have an issue with that. What the flying fuck? Maybe because it's not attached to anything? Where is this array is attached? I cannot believe that this is... Of all the things that were going to fuck me up today, I did not think it was this one. It's attached there. I mean, how the fuck would it even know? It wouldn't know. Okay, wait. Maybe that we have this like this being initialized in some other spot just on accident. It's not supposed to be, but maybe it is. Because we created it over here originally. It would be called arrays, so I guess we could search for that. The the following text could be not be found in the selection. That's what you're gonna search for, you piece of shit. No, it's fine. Okay, that's there. Class arrays. Oh, what did it do? I hit enter and then it like had a... I fucked something up. I cannot figure this out. This is like I said, this is not what I was expecting for... Because the only other thing it's finding is this, which is where... And once again, if I take this new off of here, it doesn't seem like new needs to be there. Then it gets mad about this thing. Oh, okay, okay, all right, 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 all right. I understand this now. Okay, it wants the new here because there's already something called name. Jesus fucking Christ. Let's save this. But then over here, it's like, whoops, not over there. Over here, I'm gonna put a note in. Where's our first name bullshit? Over here, it doesn't want the new thing because there's no thing already called first name pop. Jesus fucking shitballs. This still doesn't solve this problem though. I don't want to go through 100 things and type a space, hit 2 tabs. We might do it because I'm so obsessed with that. Okay, let's put a note in there so I can remember why. So I remember now when it said like, hey, I've lost my... Oh, I moved it over here. I remember when it said, hey, like this is already in use, and I wondered why it had an issue. But now, then I figured it out. It said, I didn't figure it out. It told me. Jesus fucking Christ. See, this is once again, this is knowledge that a professional would have. They would immediately know what that is, not me struggling. So it's all about like how much time shit is gonna take. My music ended and I was so in constant. Oh, I just never hit play. Um, okay. You know what I'm gonna do, actually? This thing goes up very slowly. I wonder if there's a way to make it go faster. Rodriguez, isn't that the name of the last name of the lady in Aliens? Yes, aliens. I just want to see something. Notepad is like the most valuable uh, program I use on. I use Notepad fucking all the time. It does it with the first one, then it's like, nah, fuck you. This should be here. This should be here. Why does it hate me so much? What happens if I go here? Because I'll fix one and hit tab. Oh, tab. I can't put a tab in here. What happens if I put 5 spaces? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that was. Then I go to that. They can't see a pattern. They're like, "What do you mean you want to put 5 spaces? That's insanity." 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. I don't think it's gonna like that. Jesus Christ, though. I guess it's not going to be the end of the world if I do it. We'll just have to be hitting keys 300 times. I wonder if there's a way to do it in if you can insert stuff in Visual C or whatever the fuck I'm using, Visual Studio. Uh, when most of my files are set to indent using spaces. However, sometimes I want a little find a time and copy and paste. Chances are that you've already have a tab. Hmm. I mean, I guess it's not the end of the world. We're gonna delete this thing. We don't want to save it. And we're gonna put this arrays back over here. Look how tiny that is. That's a Unity bug that fucks up my computer. Uh, all right, whatever comes, comes. Yeah. So I mean, what we could do is just, man, that's 3 keystrokes though, and that's not even in the right spot. Wonder why Control K, Control D is failing me. Let's put a note on this thing. Uh, you know what we'll do instead? Actually, fuck this idea, because that's gonna be. We're gonna rename this. We need to rename this anyways, but we need to manually go through each one and do it, because some of the name is going to be the object name and some of them are going to be county name. So we're going to do that, and it's going to tell us we're not going to need this, and then a bunch of shit's going to break, and we're going to fix that. uh, let's say county name. Let's save that. So like, yeah, like, so this is going to be busted. These ones we can change, but we can do all F, or it's all H, I think. No, wait, we did county, and no, we're searching for name, and we're replacing with county name. But we want to be able to do, we want to look at each one because we want to make sure that this is not like a game object name or some shit that we. No, what did you just do? Yeah, see, here's an example right there. We don't want to do that. How do I skip one? We don't want that one. Find next. F3. F3, F3, F3. Oh wow, we could keep going and make it county name. We're not. All right, save that shit. We're just. I was like so excited about working on this last time. I couldn't stop thinking of it, but thinking about it, but I didn't know I was gonna get fucked with like this stupid shit. I guess it's not that terrible, but man, I don't want to do this 600 times. What happens if I go K and D now? No. What is this button? Man, 600. You know that they said something. They said copy, and you could paste that, but it's the same. You'd have to, yeah, I think the keystrokes are faster. Once again, someone's going to be like, there's a way faster way to do this. If you know of a way faster way, tell me, because I just want this to look good, and we got to do this three more types here. Someone else going to be like, you actually could have just imported all the data from a file, which actually I guess we could. We could do that. Instead of having this in here, we could do, how is this going to work? Is it going to load all this shit? I don't know. Someone's probably screaming, a professional program's like, you stupid fuck. This is the worst way you could do this. When you load something from a file, it would have to be a, whoa. Hit insert. When you load something from a file, it would need to be saved as a JSON. We could do, you know what? We should do that. Whoops. It would need to be saved as a JSON. Let me think here. I know I've done it before. I guess it doesn't have to be a JSON. Hey, there's my name. Morgan Bell. Well, we know mine was in 30th place, so we got a ways to go here. I'm thinking though, let's probably load this from a file. We'll use this one as a test. Then we will load this from a file because this is horse shit. What I'm doing is horse shit. I don't know if I've ever called anything horse shit. Probably, in my 49 years of life, I have. So let's do this. Can you save an Excel file as JSON? I don't know. We'll deal with that next. Let's save this thing though. Whoops. Looking at what time we got. Okay, so we have now 101 last names. 101 last names? I thought I was doing first names. Okay, so we have 100. We have 101 last names here. Okay, and this is saved as last names. So we'll save this again just in case. Okay, so back to what we were doing. Which is here. And okay, so if the county is and we'll put a little else here, debug. I feel like I need to start testing stuff. It isn't a capital, so everyone is dead. It's a little joke. Okay, so for uh, all that, and we're at almost hour 2. All right, if it's a capital, we're gonna give him 10. And so how the fuck do we do this? We don't need this anymore. Uh, we um we're gonna need a random number, random name. So I'm thinking, no, this will work. Is that why this is gonna be a int, and we're gonna go equals random dot range 0, comma arrays dot last. We're gonna give them all last names right now. Length. This length has to do what I think it does. So my question is, so we know that it's 101 long, but if we put it, a random range only goes to 1 below the number you put in there, so it's going to go to 0 to 100, not 101. But that actually works out okay because it starts at 0, so that's that. Is that why that's like that? I've always wondered why they make you go one number above. Well, that doesn't make any sense. Well, no, it does. So you can put in this length thing. Okay, so this is going to give us a number between 1 and 100. Or sorry, 0 and 100. And then so then it's going to be 0. So then we're going to go county population. I was like, why is it getting mad now? I'm missing an N in there. Arrays dot county I. It's not called I anymore. Population index. I'm like in such deep thought here because this is like, once again, this is like new shit for me. New equals. Okay, so according to my calculations here, this shouldn't be called random name. Let's call this random name, random index. Is index the right word? I feel like it's not the right word. The word I'm looking for is whatever this thing is called. This number here. And I was asking this the other day. This is like a regular question I have. Okay, so we're gonna need a random last name is gonna eat this, equal that. Then we're gonna go. So the county population for Portland, Oregon. County population. So this is Port. This is going to give us Portland. Oh, well, it's going to get us 0. So it's going to get us Cowlitz. 0 is going to equal this. Then it's going to go to the next one. Okay, so I think this is going to give us 10 random names from that list. It's okay if they're the same. We don't care about that right now. Random. Whoops, we need a question mark or a quote in here. Random name? Question mark? Not equals. Look at how long that fucking thing is. Plus end save. This is in world map load. Let's run this and see what shit happens. What shit falls out here. I think we're gonna be in. We might be in a kind of. I don't know. I don't know what we're doing. Yeah, we got an out of. We got some sort of issue. Okay, so this. County index. Well, these should match as they. Oh, they're not gonna match. Um. This should be. Can we use that from up here? I guess because it's a sub function. We actually don't need. We don't need this here at all. We can just use this name variable. So this name is going to go through here. If county name is capital, county population name. Population index, which is this one, 0 equals this random name. But we got another issue here. I think the issue is. And this is what I was a little confused about earlier. We have a new. We need to add in. We need to add to the list. This is nice and all that we're trying to assign this, but we haven't actually added anything. We don't have a 0 here. We need to add to this list first. So how in flying fuck do I do that? Let's go back. We have a list somewhere in this same spot. Countries array name equals this. This is just a normal list. No, this is actually a dictionary. No, we do. We have generate country list. New. Oh, we need to look at that thing I was looking at earlier. What was that called? Scene load. And this is where we get into that weird shit. New list. New. List. Okay, all right. No, no, no. I think my brain's starting to work with this. We have a new list. So remember, I was trying to just figure out how to do this. Yeah, this is. I'm comparing it to this other thing. I was putting in some. The way I did it on this other one was like this with a thing at the end, and then I was having new. I was like duplicating some information here. New county population. Then you got to fill it in with something. But can I just null this shit out? What's the third item is a bool. So we can just do false. And then what did I put at the end of this? This one's really long. That's it. It's only 3 things, right? It doesn't take, county population doesn't take 3 things. You know why? Because I never like finished setting this up as a list. Do not do that to me. I'm surprised that didn't come as an issue earlier. We don't need a raise. Army will do the trick. Army, yes. We just have a lot of stuff in here. Public count, county population, string, new first name, string, new. Wait, these shouldn't. Yeah, new last name, bool. New is male. Then we got to go first name equals new first name. If that works, we're going to get shit done today. I know that I feel. What is this bullshit? Look at that idiot. Last name. I'm so glad I don't have to work with other people's code. I'm so uh, so picky about what stuff says that I only can imagine. Like if people did things not my way. No, I made this as capital L here too. Like I would spend all my time going through and trying to like correct their syntax, which would just be a waste of everyone's time. All right. So back to my figuring out this here. This now it takes 3. So is this in the right spot though? Okay, it's going to go through the county thing. It's going to get this sign here. This is going to be this new list is going to be assigned to this thing. The new list is just going to be bullshit because we don't care. Then down here, we're going to assign the last name to the population index to the name that we're currently on. And what's your fucking problem? Could not. Let me think here. County name is. Oh no, this is right. This is right. County population for. Yeah, because name is like a whole bunch of shit. Where did I put it? It's a string of that stuff. Yeah, so this is gonna be what we're here. We're at 0, so this is gonna be Cowlitz county population Cowlitz, and then 0 last name. So the first person's gonna get 0. Okay, this isn't gonna work though because this is gonna go through, and this is gonna be a a 1 next time it goes through. And this time we want it to be, we want it to be the same. We want this to be like a 2 the next time. So let me think here. What we need is this to be name. This is what the guy was talking about. See, that would have been a, yeah, it is less bug prone. I mean, didn't think he was wrong. I just couldn't quite wrap my head around why it was less bug prone. Uh, let's see here. I'm gonna take a quick break, but let's. Okay, so this is gonna be the same name, but then this is gonna go up one, which is what we want. This is gonna go up one each time. Let's hit play, and then it doesn't matter if we get a bug or not. We're gonna still. Uh, yeah, we got the same bug. Oh, except. Come back here. Where the fuck was I? We got one name, Mitchell. All right, I'm gonna take a quick break, and I will be back. I knew this. I knew I shouldn't have been so confident before I started. All right, I'm gonna be back in less than 5 minutes. Oh, I'm gonna turn my music off here too. Uh, wherever my music is. There. All right, I think I know what the problem is because I went outside and thought about it while I smoked. I think the problem is this is in the wrong place. So this is adding a new list in here, and this needs to be up here. Ugh. Um, so each, no, it doesn't need to be there. It needs to be here because it needs to create a list for each time it goes through, it's going to add a new person in because this is a person. It's going to be, I think that's what we want because it only created one and then it croaked out here. Let's give it a shot and find out if that's what we want. We'll clear this. And it should, no, random name Rogers. Must be non-negative. It's talking about, well, let's see. How did I do it on this other one? Not that one. This is the array on the other one. So it's pretty much the same thing. We just have a variable in there. And then this does this, it's adding all this shit in for us. And then it goes to the next one, but that's a new name. And this doesn't actually have to be, I'm doing this wrong, I think. This doesn't have to be a list here. So we're getting 0. All right, I think it's coming to me. I think it's coming to me. We need it to say population index right here. It doesn't like that. It does not like that. Generic list to county population. You know, normally, let's look at a normal list. That's a dictionary. Where do we get a normal list? Just a plain old list. Hero? That's a plain old list. Isn't that being created here? Add new hero. How did I do that again? We're doing it this way. I'm just, whoops, not cut it. I'm just going to copy this to so have it up here to look at. I'm doing this wrong. It's because I'm referencing code that's wrong. That's the issue. Dot add. That's the issue. Then this should have this. A new. Then this should be up here. Well, we got this twice. And this can just get the fuck out of Dodge. And this needs to be here. Oh, we'll put that space. We need another thing, though. Oh, I saw my brake timer on. Oops. I was in such deep thought about it. Okay, so yeah, I've been referencing stuff that was wrong. I actually need to fix that. It's not a list, but that's a whole different game that I haven't worked on in like 6 months or a year or something, except to change an array around. So maybe 2 years. I don't know. I don't know how long. The COVID time has fucked me all up. Uh, so population, we need to add a list to this dictionary right off the bat. And then it's going to be null, null, false. And then it's going to go, we're going to generate the random thing here. This is going to be county population index 0, which will be added here. We can get rid of this because we don't need to look at it anymore. Didn't this fuck me up yesterday too? Where I had to add something in and I couldn't remember how to do it. So I have this a little bigger than normal so that people can see it in the videos. So that's why I have so many of these saying equals in the next line or plus or whatever. I feel like that could have solved our problems, but what the fuck do I know? Let's hit play here. The given key cal is not present in the dictionary. Okay, so we got to do something else. I cut out too much. We went too far with our cutting of stuff. So how did we do that? Okay. We don't need to copy that. We need this. County. Good God. County population name. How the fuck did we do that? Equals. Can we just do this? Sometimes it lets me. It does. What does it say about this thing, though? This can be simplified. More than that? Motherfucker, that's what I was trying to do. Isn't that what we did? um, I'm doing something wrong. Something fundamental here. String, then list. I want both this. I want this information to be saved for a second. Then we'll copy. I'm so fucking confused. It says this can be simplified, so we'll do it, but this is what we had before, I'm pretty sure. And if we go back down to here, this is just, you just add it in and then it's a 0 at the end. So this is going to go through, maybe I'm not doing this right. I mean, obviously I'm not doing this right. Well, let's see. I mean, we just did that and it said no. Yeah. Maybe this is name. Actually, let me think about this. It actually gets through this one time because we see it. Let's think this through. Maybe there was never, that wasn't the issue in the first place because it gets through this one time. It goes through this whole thing. And it prints this out and then it goes back through the second time. And the second time when it's a 1. So on this one, let's think of it. So it's not the list that's the issue. I don't think it's, or maybe it is, but it's so the first time it goes through here, it goes, hey, county index is 0. It assigns this name to the name, which is what we want. Unless this is not pulling the name that I think, local variable. No, that's it. I mean, it's blue. That's how you tell this shit. So then the county name gets that thing, which is unrelated to what we're currently doing. Then it goes through and it says, hey, if the capital is true, then the total population equals 10. And then but the population index is 0. This creates a new thing with the same name. And then down here, this is 0. And then it says array last name equals the random number. And then it croaks here. Or does it croak here? I just changed. Let's see which number it croaks on. It will tell us. That was 69. But Flores, so it dies on 67. Because it already exists. Population index should be 1 at this point, unless I'm not understanding something. Every problem that you encounter when you're trying to debug something will stick in your brain for later. So back to heroes, it just adds a new one in. You don't have to tell it like which one it's adding in because that would be weird. But so population index is going to be 0 to start with, right? Let's just double check. Did I save this? I did. Just to double check that like it should be 0, and then next time it should be 1 when it croaks out, unless it's, yeah, so it's getting to 0. Hey, we got Haywire as the random name. Uh, and then it gets to 1, and it's like, nah, this shit doesn't exist. Parameter name index. Then line 68. Is this thing getting changed? I don't think it is. Luckily, this thing croaks right at the beginning. You know, like imagine if you had to wait, or you had to do a bunch of clicks or something to get to this bug. It should still be in Cowlitz. I think I'm doing something fundamentally wrong with how this is. With my dictionary list or something. Let's let's Google this thing. List equals new dictionary. Oh. Oh, well, this says just new. Let's put this in there. This should be. This should say. Maybe we're. Why? Yeah, maybe I did this wrong the whole time. This should be dictionary. But then inside here, maybe it. This guy just has string in there, but we want this county population to be in here. Uh, it's probably just going to say you can simplify this. Yeah, it does. What is it? What can we simplify? Just to new? And that's what we had before. Does he have it a different way? So look at his add is different. New key, add to existing list string and not create new. I need like an example. How to get dictionary values, add data, list dictionary. How do I pass a list to a dictionary in C sharp? Convert an array to do what? Generic list and dictionary. List versus dictionary. C string list. Sorry, C sharps list to dictionary. What is this fucking shit? Um, new dictionary string. I want a new dictionary list. List to dictionary key. My class is a bunch of getter setters in there. And I want dictionary. List group. Maybe I've been doing this wrong all along. Uh, dictionary versus list. Convert list to dictionary. Dictionary list. Code Academy. What do you got to say, Code Academy? You got a bunch of console stuff. New dictionary list. Okay, this guy is doing what I'm doing. Student instantation. My student. New Gene Web. Adding name of student to the I'm gonna make this bigger. Add name of student to the dictionary as a key. Student.degree. Validation. I don't need the validation crap. Maybe I do. Dynamic list to dictionary list. No, I don't need that. That's some GitHub thing. Convert a list into a dictionary of lists with list value sort. This is a video. Get list of values of lists from a dictionary in C#. I should have put like dictionary list string of the following code snippet to add string value to a list and then add the list as the key in the dictionary. Are you sure should be the key, not its value? If you want to have a string as your key, as you indicated by the list string, then consider instead of that list string. Note this dict type. My list equals see, I'm initializing something wrong, and I just don't know. I know that what I'm doing is wrong, but I don't know how to fix it. Okay, so this. All right, let me think about this for a second. If we do static list, county population called dict dict suck because it's a dictionary and this thing fucking sucks because I don't know how to do this. I think this is what I got to do. I got to initialize this list first, then stick that list in there. Maybe? Let's try this though. Let's just put test in here. Test list equals new. Then in here, I think this is supposed to be test list, right? No. Cannot be found. Are you missing? How the fuck do I do this? And maybe the reason why I couldn't find any of these examples is because you're not supposed to do it this way. We can just simplify this shit though. Please. We don't need this to be here. So this is gonna make. All right, let's run through this. This is gonna be a dictionary that's the string in the list. But the list isn't like initialized anywhere. So if we look back at hero, I feel like this should work. Cowlitz new. The name. If you put, let's say 1 in here, what happens? County population dot county population string bool string cannot initialize with collection initializer because not implement system. What? There's no argument given that corresponds to the required parameter. New first name of county population dot county population. Because I called this county population. County population dot. Yeah, this is like kind of a dumb thing to call this. If this thing's called county population, if I have 2 of them, this should be called. Well, we'll worry about that in a second. If we go back to this, okay, it still doesn't like that. County population does not contain a definition for add, and no accessible extension method add accepts the first argument of type county population can be found. It's like, and you like, it's like everything you're doing is shit. All right, going back to this original thing here. So why doesn't it add a new one the next time it goes through? Because there's already one name that, or is it adding a new one every time, like over the top of the same one? Can we debug inside name? I mean, it should, I mean, we should already understand how this works. What's your problem? Oh, I can't do this, and I can't put a debug thing in here, huh? Man, this is throwing me for a loop. So the whole issue is I don't think I've ever been making these dictionary lists correctly in the past, and I've been doing these because I've never tried to add more than one item. So this has always been, you know, like just 0 for every one I've tried to. If we look at like, oh, did I close it? Like this one, this I've never tried to add. This is a different province name every time, and it gets a new list. Isn't that what I'm doing here? This is different. This says new list county. Well, that's different. And it's maybe this 17 times the charm. Why is it not wanting me to simplify this? Listening to Wolf Parade right now. It's actually pretty good developments, because it isn't too out of control. Yeah, that didn't do anything. Um, See, I feel like it should be like 0 or something right there, but then it doesn't like that. And we could do that. We could put it to I, we could put the I in, or whatever, the population index in here. Let's look at this again. I'm completely baffled. This has happened before. Hey, we got Ward as their last name. So the first time it goes through, it works because I think it's creating over the same. So this is the counties. This is just this is a dictionary with the name as the reference and uh, not a list, but just a public class is the reference. So this is adding the public class, but the name has to be different. So this is definitely the issue. We're not doing this list creation right, is what's going on. This works for here, but we need to initialize this other list. Let's rename this because this is going to get confusing. County population dictionary. We'll get crazy with these words here. So inside the population dictionary of cowlits, we got to initialize a new list. This is just adding in to the same one. And so when we're doing this new, I don't. It's just saying we're just overwriting the same one that we already had, and then it's onto one. So this is not right. We need to initialize this list somewhere. And I think that's what we're doing wrong, is we need to add to that list, not the dictionary list. If that's even possible, it's not called the dictionary list. New. Oh, that's right. Um, See, well, let us do this. It wants this at the end. But it's just going to say we need to simplify that. But it's not. See, I think I'm back to this thought process. I think this needs to be initialized. test list. And then I feel like this should be test list, but it doesn't like that. Oh, what is this? We don't need that. And what happens if we just go back to new here? What is your problem here? It couldn't be found. The type of namespace. What happens if I? But I don't think this is right either. There's something here that I'm like this is, you know, obviously happened a bunch of times in the past, but there is some way to do this, and I just got to figure out what's missing from my. Maybe it's the name. I wish I could find an example of this, and it worries me that the reason I can't find an example of this is because this is impossible. What I'm doing is impossible. I could. Well, let's pretend it's like this. So we have like this heroes. Now we want a dictionary. Let's just. I mean, I know I just typed this a second ago, but let's type this in again. We want a dictionary, and the string is going to be. It's not going to be a. It is going to be a string because we want it to be a word, and then we want heroes to be here. No, heroes hasn't been made yet. Let's put heroes down here. We're just using heroes as an example. Yeah, it doesn't like that because it's like it doesn't know what the fuck that is. But then let's put this in anyways. Test heroes equals, because sometimes it gives you bugs like that. Uh, yeah, that doesn't work. I know we've done that like 6 times in a row. I'm hoping that something I'll have some epiphany. What happens if? All right, get rid of this shit. This needs to have like a thing inside where it's being created. Whatevs equals new, like in here. Like this needs to have public static in here. Why doesn't it want public? We need another. No, this needs another one of these things. Oh wait, no, it doesn't. Because it's already been. I gotta find you an example. That's the only thing I can. Because either it's impossible. Someone's done this. So there's got to be an example. Look at all these bugs. Or it's impossible. See, let's put in Unity. Qnity, Unity, dictionary of lists. Create a dictionary of lists in C#. And I've looked at this one before. Table equals, and that's what we're doing. Table A equals list. Isn't that what we're doing? Um, let's compare this. I think that's what we're doing. So then maybe there's something else wrong with my code and I'm just stuck on this fucking list thing. Maybe my list is too complicated. Maybe it's this like uh if is true thing is causing me the issue or something stupid like that. Okay, so this guy says he's putting table all right, let's look at this again here. Table A equals new list. New list int. Wait, what is this little one at the end? Fill our table with lists containing ints using or oh, that's what's in the wait. He is doing this slightly different, I think. New list. He's got one of these things on here. Well, why would it let me do that? Has that been my issue the whole time? He's got some of those things in there, and then he has Jesus Christ. If it's seriously like just that. Now, I think we've done this before. Yeah, it's the same thing. How the fuck do I fix this? I'm not gonna give up, and I'm not gonna stop doing this until I fixed it. His is slightly different. If we look at it, he just has the integer in there. He just has this thing. He doesn't have this new other thing in there. So let's just. I mean, I feel like we've already done this too. Uh, we'll copy this, and then we'll go like ultra simplification. Ultra simplification. See, it won't let me do. Oh, I need a thing here. List int county population does not. What is it? County population. It sure as fuck takes 3. So he has. Let's double check here. He has his dictionary set up. That's the wrong one. We have this? Yeah. So he has his dictionary set up to say. Where's ours? Public. Well, he doesn't. His is private, but public static dictionary string. Then he has list. Then he has the name. Then he has equals new dictionary string list with this thing at the end. Then he has What happens if I need like another thing in here? No, I don't. Looking at chat, I was like, maybe somebody showed up and is watching this that knows what the fuck I'm trying to do. If the key is in the value add, we're gonna figure this out here. We're going back to where it was. Um, all right, let's go. Last week, I published an article about creating a dictionary of lists in Unity using Unity's JavaScript. Some of the syntax is changed in C#, but the overall algorithm is the same. I've already mentioned the layout, the underlying motive, so I'm diving right in. Here is how you create one. And this is exactly how we did it, except that when we append it to the list, see, these are also all on the different thing. And what we're trying to do, get the value of our key, list value equals string dot string. Lists and dictionaries, creating list of dictionaries. What happens if we look at this one and it will give us a clue of what we're doing? Make a new dictionary and add to list. iDictionary. List dictionary string object. It doesn't help me. Load a dictionary of lists in Unity with Firebase. I think what might be happening is that the variable result is not making the conversion right. Like, I think I'm doing this. Adding a variable. According to events, you need to do this. You can treat collection arrays as an ordinary array. Like, this is what I'm doing, I think. How to use dictionaries with lists as a value. See, seems that you're looking for something like this. Class dictionary match. Dictionary string, okay. New dictionary string list. So this is what we got. Add. Okay, this is not what we got. And this is a zero vote for. Here we declare the dictionary in 2 entries match, and this has got 0 votes. He's got a -3. Wonder why they're shitting all over this guy for asking a question. I want to learn the code for adding new items to a dictionary and read those items. You can use this method of class. There's no fucking way this is gonna work. I'm gonna look at chat again just in case. Nope. Okay. Well, the thing is, we know that this works up to this point because this is 0. We wouldn't be getting this. It's when we get to 1. Maybe there's something else wrong with my code here. Let's rethink this. Sometimes I'm gonna take a break when I get to, well, it's 5 minutes from now. Um, compiler errors before, what do we got here? Anything else? No. Uh, maybe we're creating this correctly because we've been over and over and over again, and it's something to do with our if or our for or whatever. We do have this like layered inside of other for statements. So let's go back. Let's go back and I know I usually only stream for 3 hours, but I want to fix this. I'm addicted to fixing things. So this is a dictionary of classes of a public class called county. And so the name equals county, and then it's this thing. And that works great. This is exactly how we want that to work. But when we all right, let's simplify this down. I'm going to take a quick break, but then I'm going to simplify all this shit down to like just be at the top of this. Yeah, we'll simplify it way down so we're not trying to go like inside 2 for statements. We're just going to make this shit simple. We'll get it to work. I'm not going to give up. Uh, so one of the things I really hate about or hate doing in programming is leaving like a broken thing. Either you got to fix it or not, take it out completely and work on something else. Because if it's a broken thing, it makes it so that I don't want to continue, because I don't. And then my brain thing. Anyways, I'm gonna put on my break timer and I will be back in less than 5 minutes and hopefully I will not be. And I literally, when I started this, I was like, it's probably only gonna take an hour to do this list thing. But obviously I am incompetent. Let me put my break timer on and I will be back in less than 5 minutes. All right. I think what I'm doing, wrong, this time I'll remember to turn on my break timer, is I'm adding this new list, but it's adding it to 0. It's new. It's not adding it. It's making it 0 every time it goes through. That's what I think is happening. Yeah, like this is new. Like, can I just put like at, or isn't that a capital A? Like, I need to add in. It just wants me to get rid of that. Public add. What do you want me to do? Internal class add. Oh, no, that's not what you want you to do. No, I'm gonna start my music again. This is when like you would get demoralized, but sometimes, add new. So we're doing a new list, and it's a new. It's not a new one though. We just want to add on, like here, to this list. We want to add on, not to the dictionary. We're not creating a new dictionary. We're creating a new. The dictionary has been created, right? The name, we're coming down here. We have a dictionary being created called, but it's not. It's new. Here's an example of a dictionary being created that works. And we're saying it's a new county. Let's go back to making this one line so that we can look at this in comparison. New county. So let's pretend. Let's get that shit out of there for now. This is. No. This. Okay, let me think. We need this to say. Where did it go? County population equals a new. We got too many news here. It doesn't like that. I was gonna simplify, but my mind almost got it there. I think on that. Maybe not. Where do we say that this thing's new? Like, this dictionary is a new. I guess we just sticking the name in there creates it. Because that's all we're doing up here is we're just. This is counties. Where are you, counties? Counties. This string. Unless these are all being created like in a weird way. This is a new one. Yeah, no. So this is so. I imagine this was an integer. We would just say whatever. So this is, but we need to this list because go back a little bit here, a little bit farther. This we can. So we just say a new list. without any info in it. Okay, so that is going to equal the new list. This thing name is going to equal to this new list. Then if we county population dictionary 0, no, sorry, name. Didn't we already try this? 0. See, it's wants that here. But we're already doing this. Why doesn't each time it goes through it, it's only adding in? We don't even need to put anything in it. Where's it getting this information? Does it not need that information? Let's see what happens when we run it when this thing happens. I'm so fucking mentally. This is how it was like the first time I ever made a list. It was this bullshit. And why isn't it telling us to do stuff? Yeah, so it croaked like right away this time. So it didn't make the collection at all that time. Did I save it? I did save it. All right, we're gonna have to go back to basics here. Let's comment out all of this for shit. Actually, we need a for. No, we don't. We're gonna comment out all of this for shit. Whatever. Not a question mark. What's your problem? There's another one in here. Okay. And let's do this from scratch. So we have this county dictionary with that stuff. So we're going to need a new one. On awake, we're going to go, yeah. And this is going to be the county name array. We're going to do this very basically. This is going to be 0. And it's going to equal a new list county. Then we're going to go. We're not going to have a for loop in here at all because maybe it's my for loop that's fucked up. Dot last name. That's not going to work because we don't have the 0 in here. Dot last name is going to equal first one. And then we're going to copy this shit. And then we're going to go to here. But so we're adding a new last name. And we're going to say second one. We're going to save this. And then we're going to run this shit. And so we should, if this is going to work how it's supposedly supposed to work, or we're going to get this exception here. We got an exception right off the bat. Okay, so this is not, we're not doing this right. So how did we do, because I think you need to put something in here. Man, it didn't even, well, it doesn't say, well, maybe it does. What does this tell us? Index is out of range. Must be negative. Okay, so it doesn't tell us much. Wrong. All these wrong buttons here. I think we need to put something in here. What's your problem now? Uh, lists. It does though. How did we have that working down here? Dot add. Okay, inside a thing. Wait. Yeah, inside a thing. And then another one. But we were. Just saying it's county population. How add new. Wait, what happens if we did? No, it was just county population. We'll make this. I think this is going to just be the same issue, but at least we'll know it's not the loop that was fucking us. So this should print out on one because we should be on two now. This doesn't say we can. See, this is what we're doing here is the same as that right here. But we'll run it anyways. I'm almost positive it's not going to work. If it does work, then what the fuck do I know? I mean, at this beginning, what the fuck or at this point, what the fuck do I know in the first place? Was not present. The given key was not present in the dictionary. Okay. Why not? Because we need to put this equals new. Well, I don't know what button I hit, but it put in the right thing. See, but then this ad is like, you don't need this shit. I'm going to leave it there anyways. Wait, but then this ad says it needs to be there. What? Maybe I need to do like the first one needs to be one thing and then the next one needs to be whatever. Somehow we didn't get a bug. Have I solved it? 4 fucking hours later? No, it's only been 3 hours and we had to do other stuff for it too. Wait, what did it tell us? Leader name. Nothing was printed to the debug log though. Oh, because I just assigned this stuff. Then So new must annihilate the thing, and then you gotta. I guess I should have known that. So kind of like if this works, then the simplification was fucking us up. Last name 0 is first one, seconds 1 is last name 1. So how the fuck do we do this now? It was the simplification. Because it keeps saying get rid of this, but that's not true. Well, simplification and my lack of knowledge. Somebody else would be like, no, this is how you do it. Okay, so we need a new one. So how do we do this? Let's go back. Let's get rid of this. We need this. Let's go back to our four thing here. We got like a bunch of shit down here. We got another. There's another thing somewhere. This was just some other for. What am I doing with all these for loops down here? Okay, let's go through this and figure out what the fuck, how the fuck we do this. Okay, so the first time I guess I should have simplified at the very beginning. The first time we go through, we are going to assign this name, which is correct. And if the capital is equal to true, it gets this. The county list, which is what we have right there, it should. The county list is there, but then we need this. We need this. I think this is a duplicate. This needs to be name. It's telling us we don't need this. But I think it's wrong. I think that's the issue, is that it's wrong. So we don't need these things either, because we have this in here twice. Did I have name in here? Add county. Is this the same? New equals that. Add that, and then we're debug logging this shit, but it will debug log each time. Because we need it to add every time it goes through. Even though, why? So what is it saying? Like, simplify this shit? This collection initialization could be simplified. And it's going to bug out again the same exact way. We can't have it. Yeah, see? Okay, there's another way we can do this. The first time it goes through, we can set this name. Now it says it needs the add. How did we do it up here? And this was saying it doesn't need this. But then the second time, so it says it doesn't need this, but then how is... We should have tested with that gone. What do we got here? We should have tested with that gone and seen what it did. We'll leave that up there just for the fuck of it. It's still saying that something can be simplified. Oh, that one up there. You know what? That one's fine. We'll simplify that one. And we can put this over here. And we can get rid of this. uh, we can stop this thing. Back to this. So it says that we don't need, it kept saying we can simplify this one. And then it, all right, well, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. If it's, how is it, well, yeah, now it just fucking dies. The first time it gets here, it just dies. Let's put this back, even though it says we don't need that. Let's double check. Oh, I didn't stop. Occasionally, Unity will get fucked up and you want to restart it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Absolute horse shit. Using horse shit today a bunch. So what we found out here is that it was the simplification that was one of the major problems here was hey, another cook. So Cowlitz got all of them. Portland, then it went to Portland. You know what we're not checking though is if it's overwriting the other thing in front of it. It could just be like somehow barely working. Same with that other thing. So what we could do to check that is how are we going to check that? Because I have a feeling that we're still not out of the this shit here yet. So that I mean it thinks it's I mean it has to be overwriting this stuff. But what we could do is if population index is greater than 0, populate uh, temp number equals population index minus 1. Can you just do minus minus? Oh, we don't know what this is. If it's greater, so when it gets to 1, we'll do population, so it's going to print the 1 before it. And I'm not even going to bother putting, I usually, all right, I'll name it. Temp number. And then, what's your fucking problem? Its fucking problem is it needs debug log. Back one name check. And I immediately said I wasn't going to do that, but then here I am. Okay. So this, if it's over 1, so the first time it's not going to do anything. The second time, it should print 1. It isn't a capital, so everyone is dead. What the fuck are you doing? Why are you taking so long to run? That means that there's a bug. You know what I didn't do this whole time was look at my stats for my. Yeah, we've had an issue. Oh, you know what happened probably? Uh, no, it should only do it once. Hope I saved everything. This is crashed now. Do I have a whatchamacallit, a Stack Overflow? Or did it just die? Unity in task. Bye, Unity. Go back in here. I guess we're not going to get to the other stuff since that took so much time. Well, so like I was saying, the reason why I wanted to do this is to like kind of have the journey of someone learning to program, and that it would be me. Let's hit play and to see if we get that same thing. It shouldn't just bug out. I think that was an it could. Oh, it is. What the fuck, man? What am I doing that's dumb here? All right, we'll just get rid of this. I gotta in the task again. I have like some loop or something going on. I don't know what the fuck. Init Unity editor end. All right, one more time. Why would this thing, if this is, it's just, get that out of my fucking face, man. Why would this, hey, I'm trying to do something here. Why would this little thing cause a problem? Or did we have some other issue that I have typed something? Maybe there was like a mid compile. It wouldn't be the first time that Unity has freaked out after working for quite a while. Usually I don't have to like reboot or anything. Yeah, I don't know why that if statement. Maybe my brain isn't working well anymore. I would like to finish this, just at least give them all last names. What the fuck? Why would this be so? Population index is 0 to start with. If it's that, I just want you to put this debug log out. This would make it, because the first time it goes through, it's going to skip that. Oh, fuck no. Let's give everybody a name though, real quick. The whole, or let's generate all these lists. I mean, they have to be working, right? So if just to get this done, so I was just putting that in there just temporarily, but so I counted them and there was 5. It printed that 5 times, which is what we wanted, because there's 7 counties currently, and we want. Oh, we never got to see it because of that bug. No, we did. Oh, I'm on the. It moved. It got moved. Uh, so we have that else statement in there just because, and just for fun, and so currently it's only going to generate these. It's going to generate 10 of these. I hope. Yes, because we start at 0. So Cowlitz is currently the capital of Washington in our game. It's not really, though. We'll be moving it to Seattle. But right now, since there's only one province in Washington, sorry, one county in Washington, we were just using that as the capital, and then Portland's the capital of this. So it is acting like it's working. I think. How would we check another way? Where's this thing? Where's this leader name one? Where was that leader name one? Good God. All I did was save that thing. Leader name. Why won't you go to where that leader name thing is? Name, random name. Normally when you 115. What? Uh, this is in world map load 115. World map load. We don't have a 115. Here's the, okay, here it is. Staring right at it. What we can do under here, just as a test, because before we get to here, we're just going to debug log test county. I don't even trust anything right now. Not a county name. Trust county population name Portland. So we're gonna go from here. Oh, is it because I copied this name? I don't know. So from up here, we're gonna be able to do this and put this here. This can't be name though. Maybe that's it was having some weirdness because of that. Maybe like I had name in there and it was trying to get the name of something. Who the fuck knows? County population dictionary. Portland, Oregon. You know, I didn't put that in quotes before when I was trying to test that one thing. Let's put this as number 6. Last name. So according to my calculations here, the person. So this is the last thing in our awake statement in the world load map. This should print out the last name of the 6th person in Portland, Oregon. Unless I have like some typo or something. Yeah, I didn't put it in quotes when I was trying to. Did I? We'll see. It will sure as fuck tell us. Bennett's. So if we go back up here, Bennett's is the person's name. So it is being saved. One of the things I wanted to get to today was having a panel where we could look at all this stuff. But we're obviously not going to get to that. Let's just get the last names. Actually, let's do first names too. So currently, what is this doing? Oh, we have to make, no, we'll just do last names because we gotta fix that list. And I'll look up how to, not look up. I will look up how to turn an Excel file into a JSON and then we'll pull JSON, whatever. We don't need this anymore. So how does this work? If I do that, no. I was wondering if it would debug or if it would cancel out this whole line because this is really just one line. Put comments out. So if their name is if they're the capital, they get 10 population. Instead, can I do total population? Because it's gonna go down. Each one is gonna equal random dot range. There's that other random range. That's like an old one. And I think we should do 1 comma to 5 and plus 3. So this is going to give them between 4 and 8 people that live there. 3 and 8 people that are going to live in, what's your problem? I was just going to use this unnecessary assignment of a value. Is it because it's already assigned up here? We'll rename this then to population. See, yeah. No, no, it still doesn't like this. Oh, Jesus Christ. It doesn't like that because I haven't used it in here. So this should give us a number. It'd be between 3 and 3 and 8. So then we're gonna do the same thing. I guess, we could turn this into a function so we didn't have to have a duplicate code in here. We totally could, because this is identical, except for total population is different. That's it. Um, Private void generates population. We need an int to go in here. And then shut up. Don't give me that thing. You see that thing? It was giving me shit. Did I just I'm like, I'm almost done streaming. Let me just start creating shit that could be an epic disaster. Okay, then less code is better. Always remember, less code is better. Is this actually going to do what I think it's going to do, or oh, I got an S here. Well, without even looking at it and double checking with my mind if this works, let's just run it and see what the fuck happens. Total population should be the thing that is uh, checked. Man, that's all we're doing? I guess it is. It's the only thing that we're checking is to find out. 8 feels like kind of a lot right now. You know what? There's actually even a better way. We don't need that. We can just say 3 and 8. I don't know what I was. 3 and 9, 7. 3 and 6 people. Well, 3 and 6. That's not very much different. Very much different. We're just gonna go back to what we had. 3 and 9 people will live there. I don't know if this is going to work, but if it does work, we will have done something much faster than I thought it would. Jesus Christ, 4 hours, 4 hours, I'm telling you. The given key controller was not present in the dictionary. What? Oh, because we have this as name up here. Uh, so I because it's outside that thing. That's okay though. We can pass the name in. Let's do it. Plus name. Yeah, it didn't give us any bugs because, whoops, string name. And then on here, we'll just put name in. There's probably another way to do that as well. I guess you could make it like a global variable or something, but we don't need to do that. I don't think. We don't need to overuse something. We could probably rename that name to something that's not name as well, so that that doesn't happen. Okay, so that happens really fast, by the way. I was a little worried that we were going to have a little bit of time. 140. Or is there a way to open this like in a new window? Well, let's hit stop first. Use monospace font. Stop. Open player log. What's that? Nothing happened. Open editor log. The fuck is all this? I don't like it. The fuck is this? Maybe was it open? No. We don't need to save that. All right, let's go through I was hoping to look at this in a better way. There is a log file that's generated. I don't think it's under like app data. I don't think it's it's actually under local low. 2D4X. It's gonna put it where our project settings are. Why is this thing thinking so much? Project setting. No, it's our build settings. Do we rename the company? I don't remember doing that, but it doesn't mean we didn't. It's not preferences, I don't think. No, it's under project settings. Where did I put that? Lord Haywire's shitty games. Yeah, so there's like all these different ones. Is that what the name of this is? Lord Haywire's shitty games. No, I guess we're not generating any logs. Generally, it puts like a log file in here, like this thing. Huh. Oh, and this is what I called it. Oh, maybe there's like a button I gotta put somewhere to tell it to generate log files, and I just did that for the other games I fucked around with. Anyways, so let's look at this real quick. I was trying to just look at another way to look at this easier. Cowlitz is the first one, so we went through, and it's the first one also with it's a capital. Portland is the second one. It also has a capital, and we got 10. Tillamook is not a capital. It's going to be the third one. Just to double check here. I guess we're in the game here. We just have this. That should be Tillamook. That's Tillamook. And it only got 1, 2, 3, 3 people. Douglas got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wasco 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and these all have different names. So it looks like everything worked. So after that whole 3 hours of bloodshed, we've done it. We've accomplished what we wanted to accomplish now. And so now every time we add one of these in, because of how we set it up by name, so every time we add one of these in, it's going to automatically generate a population. And that shit was fast. I was a little worried that we might notice a little bit of sluggishness already, even with this amount. Next time we're going to figure out, we're going to have let's go back to our thing here. Everything's so giant now. Next time, I guess this is big enough. We're going to have, so remember when we hit play here? And I was hoping to get to this today. Currently, when we hit this, when we made this a button, remember? It doesn't do anything yet, but it's going to open up a panel. We're going to have this population, 10,000, is going to now reflect. So let's put that on our list, actually, of shit we got to do. GitHub. Oh, I wonder if this is going to put... I added a thing that posts to my Discord changes to this repository. So we'll see if that... I don't know if I want all the issues that I created to post there, but it's fine. Because this is going to be an issue. So what the fuck was I just talking about? This is in progress. Is that going to post to my Discord when I move something? Doesn't look like it, luckily. Okay, so this was in progress. What we're going to do here is, what was I just saying that we wanted to do? Update population number in county GUI, no, county info panel to have the correct population and be a button to open a new panel that, look at that has a list of all of the population. Well, that isn't weird. We're gonna put that above there. Okay, it does post it to my GitHub. Or to my Discord. That's kind of a bummer. But maybe it's not. Okay, so we have that. Yeah, and this is part of it. So this is gonna be next. Let's put that underneath here too. That way once this panel is done, we'll have this panel also populate. These will be different. They're not going to say the same thing. And maybe we'll have 3 different panels. I haven't decided. I keep reading about all this stuff about the GUI and panels and et cetera, GUIs. And so basically, I've read a bunch of stuff that said that in Unity, there's a with the UI stuff here, I said go over here, can cause all sorts of memory issues. So, and I can't remember what the real issues were. So I don't know if we want if that means though that we want less panels, because it might be good to just have one panel that we change what it says. Versus, but they're gonna have dramatically different stuff. I think the leader is the leader one will they're currently not gonna have shit on them. But the leader one will have, like maybe diplomacy, what people feel about him and stuff. I don't know. We'll figure that out. So we'll figure that out next time. So like always, we're going to save this shit, even though it crashed 20 times and we didn't actually really do anything here. We're going to close that and we're going to push this shit to simplistic leader creation. No, we need to get rid of that. That branch is gone. We're going to go to a new branch called county population creation. We'll just do county population because currently our county population is nothing. Like we don't. All we're gonna get is a name. We'll create that. We're gonna base this actually. This is our local. Our local one is good, but uh, generated a dictionary list of each county's population. It was fucking terrible. Commits. Get failed. What is that? Get failed with a fatal error. In the working copy of user settings, blah, 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 will replace by. I think it's because I got rid of this. I deleted that permission denied. Resources, last name, permission denied. Unable to process last name. You don't like these Excel files? Is it because I edit them with my work account? Oh, you know what? They're open. That one's open. Let's try this again. Commit. Okay. It is gonna say that uh, I did it with my work account. Does that matter? I'm curious if this will show up on here too. 437 objects? That's a lot of objects. We didn't do that much editing. Uh, it says that we created a new branch and it has one commit. I guess that's fine. That's fine. It'll keep some love in the killed by dev channel on my Discord. Anyways, we've done it. We've done something. Something has been finished today. Thank you guys for joining me. I probably won't be able to work on this again until next weekend, which is a huge bummer to me because I would like to have more time during the week because I feel like we're making actual pretty good progress. There is that the army movement was much more difficult. Look at this shit. Than I thought it would be. I'm actually curious now. 400 seems like a lot. How did 2D4X? Why did we upload 400 things? Let's check our. What user settings did we change? I put a period at the end here to test something. We're gonna overwrite that period. Uh, like look how many things 2 minutes ago. Okay, I guess because we opened up that. I didn't change anything, but I guess since I opened up, I'm very surprised by that. Is there's a way to look at what we just pushed? Uh, let's look. No, it's not that. Um, this is really small. Oh, I can't make it bigger. Everything else I can make bigger. This is only like our. I guess it was just some of these changes in the layouts and stuff. This is only 20. Oh, you know what it probably was? It's because we created a new branch. Had to redo all that shit. Okay. I suddenly got all worried for no reason. Anyways, we're done for today. Thank you guys for joining me. I will talk to you next time. Have a good afternoon.